Hello, welcome to Mirror Podcast. And before we begin to tonight's conversation, I just want to say something quickly. Thank you for being here with me, because every time you press play on this podcast, you're not just listening to another episode, you're part of something we're building together. So, if you subscribe to this channel, I want you to know something. You're not just a subscriber here, you're part of the Mirror family. This is a place where we pause, reflect, grow, and learn how to see ourselves a little more clearly. And every time you share feedback, send a message, or recommend this podcast to someone, it reminds me that this is more than just a conversation. We are building something meaningful together. So, whether you've been here from the beginning or this is your very first episode, you're truly welcome here. And I'm glad you're part of this journey. Alright, let's settle into today's conversation. Tonight we're talking about something that many people don't naturally like hearing. The topic is build for others before you build your own. You may want to write that in the comment section. Now, when some people hear that sentence, the first reaction is usually resistance. For those who do not understand the advantage in building for others, they begin to ask questions like, why should I even build for someone else? Why can't I just focus on building my own thing? And honestly, that reaction is understandable, because the world we live in today constantly encourages independence. Start your brand, start your platform, start your business, start the community, start your vision. And why there is nothing wrong with that actually, there is a stage of growth many people overlook. A very powerful stage. The stage where you build with someone else first. Now let's be honest with ourselves for a moment. Many people today don't like the idea of serving under someone. They don't like that idea of contributing their energy, resources, creativity, efforts, sacrificing from the scratch, just to something that carries another person's name. They don't like it. Because deep down, the question is always there. What about me? What about my own dream? When will I start? And sometimes that feeling could be real. But here's something life quickly teaches us. When you sincerely contribute to building something for someone else, something powerful is happening inside of you. If you don't notice it immediately, it is happening. While you are helping someone else build, you are learning. While you are helping someone else build, you are observing. While you are helping someone else build, you are gaining experiences that cannot be taught in theory. You see how decisions are made. You see how leaders respond to pressure. You see how systems are created. You see what works, and you also see what fails. You make mistakes, but those mistakes become lessons for you. And those lessons quietly shape you into a stronger builder, even than you think. And let me teach you a simple principle. In fact, I'm not even teaching you. We should be able to relate to it. You plan first. You plant first before you harvest. No farmer walks into a field expecting harvest without planting something first. So when you contribute your time, your effort, your ideas to helping someone else build something meaningful, you are planting seeds. Seeds of experience, seeds of wisdom, seeds of maturity, seeds of capacity. And the beautiful thing about seeds is they always grow. Sometimes in ways you didn't even expect. Some people rush into building their own vision immediately, and suddenly they will face problems that they've never encountered before, and they are worried. How are they going to go about this? They begin to carry the pressure they were not prepared for. They begin to make mistakes they could have even avoided if they had served, if they had builded with someone else. And all of these things are happening not because they are incapable or not because they are not knowledgeable, but because they have never had the opportunity to learn inside someone else's vision first. They never saw leadership up close. They never experienced how something grows from the ground up. There is also something deep happening in that season. When you sincerely help build something for someone else, you develop character. patience, humility, discipline, teamwork. And these qualities are the very things that sustain people when they eventually build something of their own. Without them, success becomes fragile. Yes, it cannot be sustainable. It cannot. Now, let me ask you something. Are you currently building with somebody in the season? Maybe a team, maybe an organization, maybe a vision. If that is where you are right now, don't despise that season. Don't see it as a delay. There is so much you're gaining in that process, more than you may even realize today. Because one day, all those experiences, all those lessons, all those small mistakes you made while helping someone else build will begin to connect. And when it finally becomes your turn to build something of your own, you will realize something powerful. You are not starting from zero. You are starting from experience, from wisdom, from capacity. You would have gained momentum. You would have stretched. You have gone through the process and it becomes easy for you. And you know the beautiful part of it? Because you build for others, they will also come and build for you too. I mean, it's a law. You don't need to call for them. They will naturally follow up with you. Thank you for spending this moment with me on Mirror Podcast. And remember, sometimes the path to building something meaningful for yourself begins with helping someone else build. And when your own moment comes, you will be ready. Because the seeds you planted will be ready to grow right there in the mirror. Thank you.